too early on a Sunday morning. I will tell you what, to be needing to get ready. I don't know what cruel joke it was. I'm working today as a bartender, but I'm working at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I mean, I just can't understand that. Feels a little bit of a violation of my, I'm up here in Wisconsin, and I don't have a big social circle. I've only been here just about 10 months. Actually, not quite 10 months in Appleton, but just over 10 months all told in Wisconsin. And I don't have a big social circle. But one thing I enjoy and makes me feel good is when I get to go to church. I mean, there's other things that make me feel good and I enjoy, but one thing I really enjoy and makes me feel good is when I go to church. And what's strange is, I wouldn't think it, but I have 3 jobs right now. A waiter, a bartender, and a substitute teacher. And more often than not, my waiting job and my bartending job gets in the way of my church schedule. And I don't like that. Good morning, Fred Hinkle. Good morning, Cyborg. Good morning, Opal. How are you this morning? Wonder why you guys are up so early. I wonder why I'm up so early. I mean, seriously, I can't possibly think this is necessary. I mean, it's necessary because I very much need the money. I don't know what's going on. So I woke up, I went to bed kind of early, and I woke up. Good morning, Richard Sternicle. And I honestly was thinking, what the heck? I still am thinking, what the heck? Who needs to work as a bartender at 7 in the morning? I mean, really? On a Sunday, I want to go to church. It's my quiet time. It's almost meditation time for me. It's my social time and my meditation time at church. I get to sit there quietly and listen to somebody talk and really have no responsibility to edit videos or to do this or to serve drinks or to serve food or even to lift weights. It's kind of nice. No wonder I like it. I just get to sit there. I tell you what, I must. I even a little bit, I resent the music because they ask us to stand. I love the music. But sometimes I go to church and I'm pretty darn tired and really want to sit there. Yeah. So anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is this a load-bearing wall? It's an exterior wall. Can exterior walls be load-bearing? I assume load-bearing means an interior wall, and since it's, oh, by the way, it's cold out. It's somewhere in the low negatives here. I'm coming at you from Appleton, Wisconsin. We've missed our intro. I've got frost forming on the metal frames surrounding my windows. It's pretty darn cold. Not like one of those movies where you'd see, I don't know if you know what I mean, the frost spreading in. Well, okay. Can an exterior wall be a load-bearing wall? Oh, I mean, it's not one I could just take down. I was a realtor for a long time. Didn't mean I was a construction expert, but we'd talk about that. Like whether they could open up a room and make it, if it was load bearing or not. You couldn't take this wall down. There might be some ramifications if there was a huge hole in my wall, especially because I'm renting, especially also because it's a historic building. So if I like blew out this wall as a renter, I wonder if my landlord would complain. Let's see. Let's see. But anyway, yeah, my name is Ken Tracy. So good morning to you. And again, my name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Sunday morning. It is 5:01 a.m. It is, I think it's December 14th. Happy Sunday. This little show I've been doing, we're gonna go over here. I wasn't sure where we're gonna sit. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life, kind of sharing one man's adventure as he journeys through life. But for those that have been watching a while, you know this is not just a show about me talking. You know, it is. Look at this. See the white? See the white on the metal? It was scary. I was going, wow, what's happening? It's like in some movie where it gets so cold outside. I saw a movie about that. Can't remember who started it. But either way, the world got really cold. And that's what it felt like when I saw that frost on my window. Hold on, I'm still doing my intro. What's real neat about, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, like ice patterns. They come out into these like beautiful floral looking patterns. You probably can't see it because it's too whatever, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Crystals form in very beautiful patterns. For anyone looking for proof that there's a God, oh yeah. But anyway, again, you know it's not just a show about me talking. I'm behind. You know, it is also a show about sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I'm gonna pour myself one nice hot cup of coffee. And my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Don't think I added as many grounds as I did yesterday, but it's the peppermint mocha. Kind of curious how much pumpkin spice I have left. Not much, maybe 2 pots. I got very colorful bags of coffee this morning. The peppermint mocha I got plenty of. Pumpkin spice is my favorite. Sumatra I got a fair amount. Haven't been drinking too much of that lately. And then, I don't know exactly what to do. The cinnamon dolce, there's not enough for 1 pot, but it's too good of a coffee to cast that aside. So I'll probably make although I'm morally a little bit against mixing coffees. Maybe not morally, but I'm philosophically slightly against mixing coffees. Maybe if we stay in the Starbucks family, it'll be okay. And I can add a little bit of cinnamon to, maybe I could mix up flavors. Maybe I could make it a peppermint cinnamon mocha next time, or a pumpkin cinnamon spice or something. Maybe I'll come across something and I will be hired by Starbucks to create these wonderful flavors that are really created just by happenstance. I gotta get a little topper for this. Hold on, enjoy the scenery. I like to keep my coffee hot when I'm at home. You know, if I'm just sitting here drinking it, not flapping my gums, there's not a whole lot of rush or urgency to keep the coffee hot, because I spend more time drinking it than I do talking. But if you're note or message to any aspiring coffee show person, get a lid for your coffee. It keeps it nice and hot. Do I like wine or beer? Somebody said pumpkin spice is so overrated. No, it's not. I think it's the best flavor of coffee there is. I'm not talking like a pumpkin spice latte, because I don't spend the money on a pumpkin spice latte. But the pumpkin spice ground is delicious. But if you think it's overrated, you have at it. That's okay. You have the right to your own opinion. But I think it's nummy. Oh, well, yeah. We're getting into the conversation. How is that fire warming me? Oh, because I'm all the way over here and it's over there? You're wondering how you want me to go like next to the fire to be nice and warm? Good morning, 55. I look a lot like Bruce Willis. I don't even really think I do. I'm still confused by this. I've been on YouTube for just under a year. I think I got on YouTube. Somebody could probably Google the date that TikTok was banned here in the States. And ever since then, I've had a crazy amount of people say I look like Bruce Willis. Occasionally, somebody on the street will say it. But here on YouTube, I mean, I hear it 20, 30 times a show. If Bruce Willis and Jeff Bezos had a baby, that's what I would look like? All right. Wayne wants us to be aware that coffee has its health benefits. But they say that about alcohol too. They say that like about wine. You know, again, scientists, you guys, I doubt most of you really believe in scientists. That's just fairy tales. The winemakers of the world get together, they hire scientists to do studies, and some drunk scientist comes up with, hey, you drink a glass or two of red wine tonight, it's good for your heart. And then all of a sudden half the world's an alcoholic drinking wine. So I don't know if I have anything for you today, but I was gonna feel a little out of sorts if I went about my morning and didn't do my show. I could have handled it, but there was a reason God woke me up at 4:46. Well, yeah. Hello from New Zealand. You know who I look like from New Zealand? Person from New Zealand? If you're trying to say I look like somebody, oh, I know who I look like, person from New Zealand. Do you? If you don't know, you might not really be from New Zealand. I watched an interesting movie last night. I watched an interesting, yep. Is it Christopher Luxon, the Prime Minister of New Zealand? Anyone's kind of looking like for a good movie. It would have been maybe better if I watched it 14 years ago when it came out, but it's got a lot of stars in it. And I liked it. It was called Margin Call. It came out in 2011, and it was about the mortgage crisis that hit Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns and kind of the world, and caused a upheaval, a crazy time in the real estate market for sure, but crazy time for the world as a whole. And it was a really well done movie about it, and about the personalities of the characters on the inside that were caused it to happen a little bit. And it's got a great cast. It's Demi Moore's in it. The guy from, I never know his name, but he was in A Beautiful Mind, and he was the imaginary guy in A Beautiful Mind. He was also in A Knight's Tale. Good actor, British guy, kind of tall and lean. Jeremy Irons was in it. A few other good actors. And it was, Kevin Spacey. By the way, Kevin Spacey can be a very good actor. I don't know what he did. He got in some trouble or had some rumors around him, and now he's apparently blacklisted by Hollywood. But he was a great actor. Stanley Tucci in it was in it as well. Oh, that's nice. But it was good. Again, I worked at Lehman Brothers for a period. And it's kind of funny that to see it, because I did something totally different than trade mortgage-backed securities. I was a cold caller stockbroker from the Wolf of Wall Street school, or the Boiler Room school, if you will. And we'd come in nice ties. I was just a trainee at the time, so I don't know if I really had a nice tie. I was making about $5 an hour. I couldn't afford a nice tie. I often refer to being a stockbroker as legalized stealing, which kind of goes hand in hand with the vibe of this movie for sure. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. So it's 5:13. I got a little drive into work today. That's why I gotta be up so early. I don't have to be there till 7. But the drive's about half an hour. Not only am I working as a bartender, not only is it interrupting my church schedule, but it's a half hour or so drive. Jake's saying that's 46 minutes. No, I'm in a different time zone than you apparently, Jake. It's only 5:14 in the morning. I appreciate you worrying about me, but I'm in Wisconsin, and it's 5:14 right now. Unless I'm really screwing something up and I had a weird dream. Maybe I'm not in Wisconsin. Maybe it's not 5:14 in the morning. Maybe I'm not even a bartender. Maybe I don't even need to work today. What the heck's going on? I went to bed, everything was normal. And then I wake up and it's the twilight zone. You have family in Antigua. I do not know what Antigua is. I'm dreaming. That was a line from the movie. Kevin Spacey was talking to the guy from The Mentalist. I don't know if anyone's seen the show. The actor from The Mentalist had a big role, and he said, "Feels like I'm dreaming." And the guy from The Mentalist told Kevin Spacey, "Maybe you are dreaming." He goes, "Maybe we just woke up." Yeah. Let's see. What, you are a bartender? I mean, I'm not even a good bartender, so I don't really want to label myself that. I'm good on the personality, I'm good with talking to guests, and I'm good at trying hard and having a positive attitude, but I don't know how to make as many drinks as I need to, and I don't have the greatest hand skills. I should never have seen, what was the movie where Tom Cruise was a bartender? I forget, but either way, they used to flip around bottles and do fancy stuff. I'm just lucky to be able to pick one up out of the rack and get the vodka into the right glass. I feel like that's a victory. I'm sorry, sir. You can't have an old fashioned or a martini today. We just serve vodka. If you are asked me very nicely, I'll put it on the rocks. If you tip me, huge, I can mix two ingredients together. You need a mimosa? That's within my skill set, although I'm only going to serve it in a water glass. It's not safe for me to touch one of those flutes. How do I take my coffee? I drink it black. How is weather there? It's cold. It's below zero. Oh, you don't believe it's cold? You don't believe it's cold? Do you see the white? That's frost. That's getting kind of thick. Building up a layer of frost. Perhaps it can actually insulate me and keep us warmer. Maybe my windows will eventually, maybe this whole wall will, I mean, it's kind of chilly, but it's not crazy cold. I don't even know if I pay for the heating. I don't think I pay for gas or heating. So I guess I shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Can you put ice cream on my head? What flavor would it be? And what would you do once the ice cream is on my head? -11 in Montreal, that sounds about right. Strawberry, Why strawberry? Huh. I don't eat much strawberry ice cream. I mean, it tastes pretty good. But it's just pretty good. Because it's red for Christmas. Well, at least you have a reason. You put some thought into why you want to put strawberry ice cream on my head. So yes, you may put strawberry ice cream on my head. Don't try and get kinky and put any different flavors, because that'll piss me off. Let's see, I remember you very well. I'm the one that used to drink his coffee next to his house window, then on the second floor. I mean, I might still be the one that drinks his coffee. I mean, I'm right next to a window. I might be going at a different angle. But to say you remember me very well because I'm the one that used to do something, when I just kind of turned the spot on my chair so you can enjoy the crackling fire, my majestic palm, my $5 lamp, and the back of my futon, and this candle. Do I like chocolate starfish? I'm not familiar with chocolate starfish. Is that like a little cookie? Or is that actually the name of one of those things on the bottom of the ocean that must flap their arms to move. The background is amazing. Yeah, thank you. It almost looks too good to be true. And so does the foreground. Could anything be so handsome? Am I from Wisconsin? I live in Wisconsin. It's kind of weighing heavily on me right now. I have a daughter in college. She goes to Iowa State. So it really, unless I moved to Iowa, I wouldn't be closer to her. I've got a daughter who's a sophomore, or excuse me, a junior in high school. We had a cheer meet yesterday, and I hate missing her cheer meets. I really do. I really do. Because I really enjoy them, and I love watching my kids compete, and I don't know, get all dressed up and be excited and do their thing and be a proud pop, and I missed it yesterday. It kind of bummed me out. And I have two little ones that live currently in a faraway state, and we're working through the court system to get them closer. But the court system might bring them back, and my ex might want to move to a small town in central Illinois, which would still be pretty far from where I am. And for a little bit, I kind of got excited about maybe relocating and getting close to where she wants to go, just so I could be close to my kids. But I was doing some research on the towns that she wants to live in, and I don't know, I didn't find a ton to be excited about. There's some cheap property in central Illinois, though. I'll tell you that. I'm very well, thank you. You still think Trump is a good president and that everything is sunshine and rainbows in the States today? I never said everything was sunshine and rainbows in the States today. Yeah, I never said that at all. Life isn't about sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, Drew McIntyre, you're a rubbish heel, somebody said to you. I like that. I would never have thought to call Drew McIntyre a rubbish heel, but I find it kind of humorous. You did. So I'm quoting somebody. I don't tend to get mad at my guests. I love on my guests. But somebody else got rough with Drew McIntyre, who said that I think the United States is all sunshine and rainbows. I never said that. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Well, I definitely want to get back with my kids. I mean, I mentioned church is the one place that is peaceful for me when I'm around my kids, or I'm also a substitute teacher. It feels great being a sub, and I'm teaching in elementary schools, like little kids, just a little older than my kids. I don't want to say they get my love, because they don't, but they get me, my presence. Not that that's any magic gift, but I can connect with humans, and I think I'm a good dad and a great substitute teacher, and I would like to be able to give that love to my children. Let's see. Greetings from Brazil. I mean, I talk about faith a little bit, but I'm wondering, somebody just hopped on and said, you're a Catholic. Because I talked about going to church. No, I'm not a Catholic, though. I'm going to get a little more coffee. You guys enjoy the view. What time is it, 5:24? I can only talk for 21 more minutes. So we need this to be as, well, it's going to be the exact show it needs to be. But if anybody new here, please subscribe to my show. I have an outside chance of going over 10,200 subscribers. Oh yes, that's a big number. Can you count to 10,200? I doubt that you can. But either way,
I think it'd be cool if I got over 10,200 subscribers. So if you're new, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends. It's a good time. We drink coffee. We chat a little bit every morning. I look like a bunch of bald guys. I work hard. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee. Oh, advice of the day. Huh. Do you have anything specific you want advice on, or do you just want me to say, all right, advice of the day, be grateful for this hot cup of coffee? And I don't mean you to be grateful, but right now I'm kind of going, crap, I gotta go to work. Gotta leave, I'm gonna be cold, and it's gonna suck, and it's a drive, and it's gonna be busy, I'm gonna screw up the drinks, and your mind starts racing in a negative way. My advice of the day is kind of almost the same as it usually is, but be grateful for the hot coffee, the beautiful candle, the fireplace behind me, the audience, my beautiful children, the job I get to, that I need to pay my bills. The fact that I'm starting at 7, I don't even know when I'm gonna be done, but I don't know, I'll probably be done in the early afternoon and be home by 3 or 4 and have the rest of the night ahead of me. So my advice of the day would be be grateful, because it's so easy to get your mind, and I do it. You'll watch me do it. Spiral in a negative way and get bummed about going to work, or struggling with work, or struggling to see my kids, or missing church, or all that stuff. But I've found a way to soothe through gratitude and faith. And I would recommend, if you're out there struggling with a negative attitude or depression or anxiety, even if you're pretending, even if you don't believe in God, start thanking God for some of the blessings that you probably take for granted and that we all take for granted. And I promise you, you'll start feeling a lot better. Do I have another job besides I better? I've only taught 4 times. I just started there. I was scheduled to work last week. We had a snow day. What a bummer. I don't think I get paid on snow days. I was all ready to go and my school was canceled. But yeah, no, I substitute teach. I'm scheduled to do it twice this week. In a perfect world, if I had a ton of money, I think I would still like to. I mean, maybe I wouldn't, but I think it's a neat experience going in and making kids' day better. Where am I from? I live in Wisconsin. Oh. All right. Wait, okay. Matthew says, ever since you started to believe in God, you've been at peace with myself, even though you feel like life hasn't gotten better. Well, being at peace with yourself hasn't made life better. Perhaps your circumstances haven't changed. Perhaps you haven't gotten a promotion at work, or gotten in great shape, or found the love of your life. But your life still could be better, just because you're at peace and you're okay and you're feeling good. Maybe the next step for you, because it sounds like you started to believe in God, that's the faith aspect. Maybe take on gratitude and start looking for things that show your life is better. Start appreciating the things, the sunrises, the hot coffee, the candle, the warm shower I'm going to take, and being grateful for them. And then you're going to start feeling that life is better. Do they do learning days? You mean, is that online? Uh, yeah, I think they were online. Is that your word for online classes? They did not need me for my online classes. Hello from the UK. How are you? It could always be worse. Is personally, I think that sucks. I don't think anybody that thinks it could always be worse is feeling good. Yeah, it could always be worse isn't the same thing as faith or gratitude. That's looking down. Yeah, that's like looking down and saying, hey, I'm not that person down there, so I guess that makes me better. Gratitude is finding things that you're blessed to have where you are. Yeah. Oh, so it's 5:31. Yeah, I hear a lot. I've never felt better that I was better, I've never looked at somebody in a wheelchair and said, well, I'm lucky to not be in a wheelchair. That doesn't make me feel better. I'm lucky to have air in my lungs and energy in my body and coffee in my hand and this red candle. But looking at somebody that's worse off than you and going, well, I'm not them. That's not gratitude. That's not, I guess that's the thing. Saying it could always be worse isn't gratitude at all. And I think a lot of people say it. I've heard it all the time. And I go, wow, looking at somebody that's a drug addict on the street corner and being glad I'm not him isn't gratitude. Oh, somebody's sending hate from Japan. All right, well, konnichiwa to you. There's always a bit of rivalry between the Aussies and New Zealand. All right, I could see that. Who's got a better military? If this friendly rivalry went into outright war between Australia and New Zealand, which has a larger population, a bigger economy, and let's get right down to it, more guns. Todd says it may be a bar that offers early breakfast during football season. Todd, it probably is. The funny thing is I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to have some. I bet you there's a Green Bay Packard game on, and there's some big buffet, and it's going to be a big deal. Yeah, no, I get it, but it doesn't mean I like it. Oh, Aussie has a huge military. All right, so Australia is a more powerful country. Well, I would expect it's a continent. How did Australia sneak in and become a continent, by the way? Somebody that drew the maps or that named things was really screwing up. Maybe Trump is right. Maybe it is the Gulf of America. Is it still the Gulf of America? I was so fascinated when he first took office. And one of the first things he did was rename it the Gulf of America. You went to a Special Olympics basketball game yesterday. Was there any personal thing that got you there? Did you have anybody competing 55 or? Sad man. Always thought it was, why not, 5:35. Are you guys keeping an eye on the clock for me? I'd be mad at you. Hey, if I'm late today, I'm gonna blame you all. I don't know which one specifically I'll blame. I think I'll blame 55 today. Hey boss, sorry I'm late, but I got a viewer. I don't know their name, but their code name is 55. They were assigned duty to make sure I signed off by 5:50. What time do I start at work? I start at 7. Any words of encouragement for someone with their exams coming up? Yeah, you're going to do great. Study hard. Don't stress too much. And you're going to do great. I'm proud of you. Proud of you for studying. And this is what I actually got a tear in my eye. I was talking to my daughter who'd worked in the morning, and she was at some really cool coffee shop with multi-levels. I wanted to sit with her and drink some coffee on the top level and just kind of look out over her campus. But I was in Wisconsin, so I couldn't do that. Plus, all the soft chairs were taken. But either way, I was super proud of her studying and being such a great young woman. Sad man, okay, so I don't trust 55 to keep an eye on the clock. I'm putting sad man, 55, you're fired. You're no longer in charge of getting me ready for work on time. Sad man Islam seems to be taking that responsibility a little more serious. Oh, we have somebody new here. Well, that's wonderful. Do I please subscribe to my page? You could be lucky subscriber number 10,200. If you happen to be, I've rigged your house where confetti and streamers are going to fall down and a band is going to walk in and pretend you won some huge prize for being my 10,200 subscriber. But there is no prize. It's just a band and streamers and confetti. But wouldn't that be fun? Do I like Marquette? Not particularly. I mean, it's a school. I got nothing against Marquette. I grew up not too far from them in the western suburbs of Chicago. Yeah, I've got no rooting interest for or against Marquette. I just live in Appleton and have for 10 months. Them acoustics are amazing. You know, they are kind of. I was, again, listening to some Christian music on my drive the other day, and I was singing along. And in the car with the music playing and the lead vocalist singing, and you're kind of singing along, it's easy to think you might have a good voice and be singing real well. And I was debating coming here and singing these Christian songs to you guys and wondering how I could get it. Maybe I could. Maybe it wouldn't be that hard. And wondering how the acoustics in the apartment would be. And I thought they might be quite nice. It might make my voice sound pretty good. Jim Rat, good morning, sir. It's only 3:40 in California. Why don't you put your pretty little head back in bed, and go to sleep? 55 says sing away. Well, okay, but I can't right now. I'm talking about like doing a whole show. Or maybe just singing one song. And I want the background music because I offhand don't know the words. But I can sing along while the words are playing. There's a song on YouTube. I'm telling you, it's a really good. What's it? There's nothing better than you. I got the chills because I just thought of it. I don't know who's singing it, but he's singing it to, and again, I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. He's singing it to a big group, maybe 1,000 people in the audience, and he's got a choir behind him and probably 100 people on stage performing with him. And it is a beautiful song. You want me to pull it up on YouTube now?
All right, let's do that. That seems like a great way to finish our show. I'm not going to sing along. Don't you try to get me to sing along. I might try it. I might sing along. But that's the way we're going to finish off our show. Because I got the chills just thinking about it. Gonna get a little mood lighting. Oh, man. Oh, you're gonna watch this. There we go. Now, let's lower this down. We're gonna end my show with a, how do I find it? Search. Let's see. If I go to Firm Foundation, if I click on this, Firm Foundation, all of these are good songs. I'm not trying to diss. Wait a minute. No, but hold on. That's not going to do it for me. I'm going to have to do a little more work. Okay, hold on. Sadman, you still keeping track of the time? I'm going to go to Better Than You. Oh, shoot. See what I got to do? Okay, this is going to be worth it. I'm going to shower quickly because I want to end on this song. I bet you I could have hit clear. I know, but you tried doing this live. I'm committed. I'm going one letter at a time. All right. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be worth it. Hang with me. Oh, wait, there it is. Nothing Better Than You, right there, baby. Oh, Graves into Gardens. Okay, that's the name of the song, Graves into Gardens. My advice, and again, I'm getting watery eyes. I'm a guy that struggled with like depression and anxiety a lot during his life. And the best solution for that for me is found some gratitude and faith. And somebody earlier in my show asked me if I had any advice. Oh, all right. Well, they might not let you watch that. I think YouTube just removed that, which is unfortunate because it's a beautiful video. But I think things happen for a reason. If you are out there and you're hurting, you're struggling, you're having a hard time getting going, you need some inspiration, and even if you're not a believer, maybe tune into the song Graves into Gardens today on YouTube and watch it 10 times. Bet you it makes you feel better. I know it makes me feel better. But anyway, it's Sunday morning, and I'm looking forward to my day. And I want to thank you so much for joining me on early morning Sunday version of Coffee with Ken. I'm looking forward to my day. I'm going to hop in the shower, head off to work, and probably listen to that song on the ride to work. Again, Graves into Gardens. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. Your weekend is going well. You are feeling good. You are loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.